Good morning, everybody. It's me again, Russell Mills, May 31st, Wednesday morning. Just want to make another video. Hopefully, we'll see if this goes to YouTube. I pray it does. I made a video yesterday just about pretty much the same thing, about how I feel about black people, how, some of us, just need to come together and stop acting like fools and, stop acting like the white race is the superior race, which, I think unfortunately we get brainwashed in this world. The realize that, people just think that, being white is the superior race. And, one thing I want to say today is, which upsets me sometimes, and you black women are going to get mad at me, but it's like, so what? I don't care. Stop trying to dye your hair blonde, blue, red like a white person. Okay, I don't understand that. People say, oh, she's trying to be stylish, she's trying to be whatever, creative. To me, it's like, that's not being creative. That's just being brainwashed, because your hair's not red, your hair's not blonde. Okay, we have brown hair as black people. Okay, we have African roots, afros, braids, whatever. And we keep thinking that it's all right. And like I said, I'm not saying, we can't do certain things in our life, because we could do whatever we want to do, because God gives us a choice. But when it comes to that, I feel black women need to stop. Have I seen some black women that were attractive with hairstyles like that? Yes, I have. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to say that, I didn't think that they were cute. Of course they were cute. I just didn't like the style. I don't like the dye in that hair. Because number one, you're not blonde. Okay? And my question is to the black women, why would you dye your hair blonde? You're not white. And what is that saying, about you as a person? Any of us. I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. I just don't understand the mindsets of black people sometimes. It's like, I feel like we want to be white so bad, but we can't. And I feel like we're ashamed of our own blackness in this country, because I feel like since white people have beat us down over the years, if you can't beat them, why join them? And that's just kind of upsetting to me when I see this as a man. When I see the brainwashed, us being brainwashed as a community. And it's sad. Like I said, I want all of us to come together, okay, before it's too late. Okay, because it's starting to be too late. And a lot of us just don't get it. We think that, we're better off being separate and ignorant and disrespectful. And let me tell you something pertaining to what I'm talking about the sisters with the hair. It's not about trying to hate you. It's about what I'm trying to understand why. So if anybody sees this, if it ever gets to YouTube or whatever the case is, I just have the questions, why? Why would you do that? What is the point of it? Are you not happy about how your hair looks? Are you not happy about the style that God gave us? You know what I mean? Every other race wants to be like us, black people. Okay? You've seen white people with cornrows and braids and afros. Where do you think that originated from us? But everybody wants to, just be stupid at times. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It's like, I see so many black women today, blonde hair, red hair, blue hair. Why? Whatever happened to the natural look? Like, I remember back in the day when I used to see movies in like the 70s and 60s and stuff, and as a little kid, and even into my teenage years, and I would see how the original style was for a black woman. We had the afro; it was natural, and they still look beautiful regardless. Okay, and it's like I don't understand that. But then, like, as we got older, I don't know what happened, over the years. We feel like, oh, let's dye it blonde, let's dye it red, let's dye it, XYZ, just to try to fit in and try to look like a certain way. That I don't understand. You see so many of these celebrities dyeing their hair for what? If you're a beautiful black woman, love yourself. But see, that's a lack of loving yourself. That's a lack of trusting yourself and loving yourself. And that's the problem with our race, because we don't love ourselves the way we're supposed to love ourselves. So we beat ourselves down constantly, and you're gonna probably say, "Oh, who are you? You know what I mean? You broke ass nigga. Like, who are you? To try to criticize me." It's not about trying to criticize. It's trying to ask the questions why. It's like, if you're a beautiful black woman, you know what I mean? Why are you trying to look that way for? Why are you trying to, be blonde or red or blue or green or for what? That's the white people that do that stuff. Let them do that. Okay? Let them do whatever they want to do. I'm not hating them neither, but just let them do what they have to do. But it's like, I just don't understand the psychological mindset of us at times. I just don't get it. Sometimes I just think we're just, we like to stay lost at times. And I just don't understand that. And it's like, why? So like I said, sisters out there, love your brothers. Brothers out there, love your sisters. You know what I mean? It's just not enough of that love going on in our community. It's not enough of that. Okay? It's not enough of love going on in communication. The communication level, has gotten worse in our community, I feel. I say this to myself, why cannot me and my son's mother can't talk the right way? I know that some things I've done in my life, I've had some issues in my life, not even believing myself as a black person, having issues within myself as a black man, which is stupid. But because I've been conditioned in certain ways, because we live in America, to hate yourself. And if you hate yourself, now you're going to hate on the next person that looks just like you, or if you have a child with them. And it's like, it's sad that we don't take the time to love each other the right way. So why is that? What is the problem? What is that mental disease, that slave mentality? What? And then people are gonna look at me like, you nigga, you crazy. Stop bugging. Oh, racism's not here and not as bad. Yes, it is, bro. So stop. I want the black people to wake up. It's not about hating white people. It's not about hating anybody. It's just about loving us. It's like taking the time to love us. Let's love each other. Let's come together. Let's think about owning something together. Let's put aside our pride. And I just think about, like, if I was in a better situation. And I think about if me, my son's mother, other black people, that I knew of, or whatever the case, or could know in the future, all just got together. Put aside our differences, whatever, our issues, whatever, and just say, look, you know what? Let's make this money. Let's think about ownership for ourselves. Think about ownership for our children. Think about owning something so when we die, we could pass down something to the next generation. And the lack of trust in our community is sickening. We want to keep taking shots at each other, time in and time in and time in, but then we won't take shots at the white people or the Asian people, anybody else that disrespects us and don't like us. And it's just a shame to me. It's a shame that we sell ourselves short each and every single time, but we will do everything else with everybody else except for our own. And that's very confusing to me. I just don't get it. It's like, that's why sometimes, if I go on YouTube and I listen to Dr. Boyce Watkins or Dr. Umar Johnson, I like those type of brothers because, they're educated, they're for the black race, and no matter what flaws they have in their life, it's like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? They're still human beings at the end of the day. We're all flawed individuals. Nobody on this planet is perfect, okay? Nobody. But that doesn't mean we can't change. But I like those brothers because they speak the truth. And some people might not like it, or some people might say, oh, yeah, Dr. Umar Johnson, this, that, or Boyce Watkins, this and that. But it's like, I don't know those brothers per se. I probably would never ever meet them in my life. But I'm going to salute you, brothers, right? On here and just say, look, keep doing what you're doing. I salute you, brothers, for being educated and bringing black awareness, to a lot of us, okay? Because a lot of us, we don't even care about that as much. We say we're for the black race, quote unquote, but are we really for the black race? So all I'm saying is, let's stop. Let's stop with this anger. Let's stop when, and another thing too, like, I work at a gas station. And here's the thing, if I want to ID my own people, because the company wants me to ID, don't take it personal. But the problem with minorities is they want to take it personal. They want to take stuff like that so personal, like, oh, he's trying to be an Uncle Tom for the company. No, brother. No, sister. I'm trying to do my job so I could feed my kid. Okay, if it was my company, it'd be different. But it's like there's laws in this country, and sometimes there's restrictions. And if I get fired, you think you're going to care about my job? Of course you won't. You're not going to care about anything. You're just going to care about getting the product and going about your business like always. So like I say this to us, stop. Stop with this confrontation, trying to be, macho, or trying to be a tough guy, a tough girl for what? Like, what's this act for? Okay, stop. Because let me tell you something, you would never do that with a white man, because I noticed that black people will not challenge a white person the same way we'll challenge our own. And that's in the workforce, that's in the streets, they comply with the police. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? Every single time. But you won't comply with your own people. It's a shame to me. It's disgusting. Like I said in the last video, I said our ancestors be turning in their graves right now, seeing some of the stuff that we're doing as black people, knowing the sacrifices that they've made in this world, and they're no longer here, okay, to reap the benefits, okay? But we want to take advantage of it in the wrong way and act like fools and act like idiots. So like I say to the black people, stop with all this, okay? Love yourself, man. Stop being disrespectful. White people love themselves. They're friendly to everybody. Why can't we just do the same thing, man? That's it. Yeah, we could disagree, you know what I mean? Not everybody's going to think alike. We already know this. We already know that. Yeah, but that doesn't mean, just because you disagree doesn't mean it has to lead to disrespect. And that's something that we have to learn. Stop disrespecting each other over stupid stuff. It's a shame to me. Like, it is a shame. Like, sometimes we're so poisoned and brainwashed from the foods, from the ideas, from this country, from just everything. And it's sad. And, honestly, I get sick and tired of it. And it's like, but here's the thing. We need to have ownership. So everybody, if anybody sees this video, I'm going to give you my email. It's millsrussell@rocketmail.com. millsrussell@rocketmail.com. It's Yahoo. You can check me up on Facebook or something like that. Like, I'm not no public figure or no money maker, but it's like, let's have some ideas. Maybe if somebody's one person watches this video, 2 people, maybe we could come up with some ideas. I live in Massachusetts. Maybe we could come up with some ideas to try to get some black dollars together. It's not about me, okay? You know what I mean? I go to work. I do what the hell I have to do. You know what I mean? I'm still broke. It's like, I want everybody to gain from this. It's not about just Russell. It's about the world. It's about the world and the kids and the babies. You know what I mean? So once again, millsrussell@rocketmail.com, that's Yahoo, and hit me up. I'm not a big computer person, but if anyone does, or you can leave a message on Facebook, Russell Mills. I'm in Massachusetts, Salem, Mass, whatever. But I'm just saying in general, yes, I want us to come together. I want us to have some ideas. I want us to, get black dollars together so down the road we can own something like a car dealership, a hospital, apartment complex, a CVS, a Walgreens, a storage units. I just want our kids down the road to have something instead of just debt. So I want black people to wake up. And yes, those that are doing it, those that are building the wealth, that's great. You know what I mean? Keep doing what you have to do for yourselves and your families. But make sure you spread the word and not just give me a fish, but teach me how to fish. And of course, I have to learn for myself, but it's like, teach me how to fish. I'm willing to learn if people are willing to teach me. Because you can look up certain things and still be confused and not know what direction to go through sometimes. Because sometimes you need that help and guidance and, for that other person or people to try to say, hey, so-and-so, go this way. You say so-and-so, go that way. If you have the people that are willing to take the time to help you and stop being selfish and stop just thinking about their own selves and their own pockets, come on. So people, let's stop acting selfish. Love your people. Take the time to love yourself. You know what I mean? Help others, because let me tell you something. God sees it all. And at the end of the day, when we keep, want to be selfish, how are we going to be blessed down the road? So I'm going to say this again to the black people. I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much, we could disagree or, or whatever the case is. But, I love you guys. No matter how ignorant or how stupid we act, or how angry I might get upset about, that still doesn't mean I don't love you. I still love you, but it's just we have to start loving ourselves more, and we're not doing that enough. And it's like, to the black leaders out there, you keep doing what you're doing. Those that are out there that are trying to educate the youth and help us and not selling their soul for $1, just do what you have to do, and just keep helping out those people. Love your people, and it's like this. It's not about hating. It's not about acting like I'm better, because there's nobody better on this planet. Just let's think about owning something for ourselves and having properties. That's all I'm saying. Like I said to people in the other videos, it's like if you took, $20, $20 lousy dollars that you would spend it anyway, and come with certain people and have ideas to say, let's try to get a whole bunch of people so we can maybe own something and build a business and find out how much it'd be for the license and with the property and all this other stuff, and where the location we want to be and what type of business we want to create, and how many employees we want to have. It's like, if we took the time to do that, we would have more. But a lot of us, we don't want to take the time to do that. We want to be selfish and say, whatever, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And then you wonder why we don't have much in our community. And those that try sometimes get frustrated because, they're trying to put their money where their mouth is and other people aren't. I want to be one of those guys to one day put my money where my mouth is and not talk about I'm broke all the time, because I'm getting really sick and tired of that. Living the paycheck to paycheck, or trying to survive just to keep a job. Or you basically have to bow down and kiss someone's butt because the fact is, you have to do it. And I think that's kind of crazy. But this is how the world is that we live in. And let me tell you something. The white man is in charge. Point blank period. They are. But it's like, when are we going to stop being in charge? When are we going to start, putting aside our pride and loving each other the right way? And some of us are doing it. Via the internet or whatever, sending messages, going to school, whatever you can do to help yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But just love yourself. That's all I'm saying. Love yourself. And, and love others around you, or you be blessed. But a lot of us, we don't understand that. Just be blessed. Do what you have to do. Love yourself. Take care of your business. Help your people out. That's it. And stop being ashamed about who you are. And another thing I want to say, if I could get it in, stop with this dark skin versus light skin bullshit. Black people want to have this fetish for light skin and have this hatred towards dark skin. I think that's stupid. We're all black at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the white man might think, if you're lighter, as we already know from the slave times, the lighter you were, the better you were. You'd be in the house nigger. Okay? But even the house nigger, they didn't treat all that well at times. Yeah, they tried him a little bit better than the slaves because even though he was a slave himself, or because of the fact. But they also, people got to understand too, they raped our women. Okay, they raped the black women. That's why you see certain people with certain pigmentations lighter than others. But it's like, we have this bullshit, light versus dark, and black, he's dark skinned, he's light skinned, he's this and that. It's like, that's stupid. How about just loving yourself? How about you just loving yourself and appreciating what God, gave you, and stop trying to compare one to other, you know what I mean? And, darker skinned women trying to look light and some light skinned people trying to look dark. It's like, where does this mindset come from? It's that slave mentality. It's like, this is what the white man likes. They like for us to go against each other. They like us to act stupid like this. That's stupid. Oh, he's lighter than me. He's darker than me. He's lighter. It's like, that's stupid. Love yourself, man. I love who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a brother. You know what I mean? Who I am. You know what I'm saying? I love my complexion. I love everything about me. And it's not sound conceited. It's just being truthful. It's like, God created me this way, and I'm going to continue to be this way until the day I die. Okay, so I'm not ashamed of how I look. My eyes, even though I'm going bald and I don't have much hair on top, but that's fine. But I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of who I am, you know what I mean? Or I'm not ashamed of my nose or my lips, my eyes, or if I'm a chunky guy. I'm not ashamed of any of that. But I'm going to say this to everybody. Love yourself. Stop with the bullshit. Trust in yourself. Trust in your people. Love yourself. All right, everybody have a good day. Peace.